What up? What up? What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Had to jump on here real fast because I think it's clear. Deion Sanders will be a coach in the state of Florida for next season. Guys, it is no doubt that there's no way Florida can salvage their season to anything meaningful. Napier is horrible. There's no way Florida State can salvage their season. Norvell is done. I saw articles where some alumni are already looking to see how they can buy these guys out. Because, guys, I can tell you like this. Florida State and Florida cannot continue. And why am I saying Deion? Because Deion can make the program attractive again. They may not win more with Deion, but you can't say that Deion's not relevant. Deion gives excitement to a program. Deion makes the program relevant again. Deion makes the program celebrity again. He brings attention to the campus. He is going to be recruited by either Florida or Florida State. I think both of them have to do it because y'all see what's going on down there in Miami, man. Right? Because Miami just down there winning. Meanwhile, Florida State and Florida just look horrible. Now, why am I saying Deion, guys? I'll keep saying it. Rick George better restructure that contract so that when Deion does leave, these schools got to pay you a hell of a lot of money to get him. Because Deion had what I saw yesterday with the Colorado game. You got the best player in the world, Travis Hunter. Got great quarterback in your son, Shador. But what are you going to do next year? So next year, Deion's going to have to get into the recruiting game. You think it's easier to recruit somebody to Boulder or recruit somebody to Tallahassee or Gainesville? And I like what Deion has created at Boulder. But now with your son gone, with Travis Hunter gone, you got to come back where you can recruit. Transfer portal is good, but you need some of these 5, 4, and 5 stars out of Florida that'll easily come. Be glad to come to Florida State. Be glad to come to Florida with that marketing genius. NFL coaches, every one of them coaches from Colorado that Deion got would love to be back in Florida or love to be in Texas. So I think Rick George better lock Deion up. Deion needs to be getting a raise of at least $10 to $15 million a year if you don't want him to leave. Because what Boulder got to realize is they're going to go right back to being irrelevant when Deion leaves, because Deion bought the marketing with him, right? So Deion going to take the marketing with him when he leaves. Can you imagine well-off media, Bucky Deion Sanders Jr. at a school like Florida or Florida State? They're doing in Boulder, guys. Can you imagine if they go to Florida and Deion brings this swag to the SEC? Can you imagine if they come to Florida State and Florida State is trying to get to the SEC, but what it would do for ACC football again? Guys, I think it's a done deal. And I think Billy Napier wants out. Florida is done. And how much poetic justice would that be? Cormani McClain transfers to Florida and Florida brings on Prime, right? Mike Norvell gets fired from Florida and they bring on Prime, which they should have bought on Prime beforehand because Mike Norvell is hired because they didn't think Prime had enough experience. Mike Norvell, guys, they got to go anyway. He's worse because he has no cachet. He has no marketing. He has no oomph about him, which is why they were undefeated and didn't get a chance to go to the national championship. If Deion would have won 5 games, they probably would have found him a bowl to go to. That's how much power, guys. It's not about just winning anymore. It's about marketing. It's about branding. It's about advertising. It's about television dollars. Colorado State had a record attendance last night for that Colorado game. Shador Sanders said they are everybody's Super Bowl. Not from a football standpoint, from a marketing standpoint. You got to capitalize when Colorado comes to town. When Prime comes to town, he brings the media circus with him. So Florida State, I'm on the phone with Deion right now. Some of y'all ain't gonna like it because Deion ain't won at the level y'all thought he won. But Deion had to come to Colorado, do the transfer portal because he had to prove himself. Well, if he comes to Florida, he'll be able to recruit a whole lot easier. A lot of these kids ain't trying to come to no cold weather city. A lot of these kids ain't trying to live in the mountains away from their family and that kind of thing. And Florida got some dogs down here. He would own the whole state. If I'm Rick George, restructure that contract today because these boosters are coming for Deion and Deion got to take it. I don't care what you're trying to build in Boulder. After Shador's gone and Travis Hunter is gone, Jimmy Horn gone, right? All them boys gone. Ain't no need to try to build nothing in Boulder. Let somebody else have it, right? But come on down here to Florida and get these dogs down here, all in Florida, and come to Florida. I prefer Florida rather than Florida State, because Florida State did you wrong. They should have hired you in the first place. Get down in the comment section, man. Y'all let me know what you think, man. Y'all think Dion headed to Florida or Florida State? Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something, man? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and until next time, I'm gonna holler.